That's a bit of a difficult one because it was so close to getting 3 points.
Yeah, I thought the boys put in an incredible effort. Probably deserved to get the 3 points. We were under the cosh for periods, and that's going to happen when you're playing against the top team in the division. But we defended well. We looked a threat on the break with the pace we've got. So yeah, we're disappointed not to get the 3 points, but it is a good point to get.
How pleasing is it to put in a performance like that when people had written you off before the game?
The boys were confident going into the game. We've got good players, we've got a lot of pace going forward, we've caused teams problems. I think that what we need to work on is obviously defensively so we don't lose goals. And we made it a lot harder for Hearts tonight. The last time we played them, obviously at Tynecastle, we got absolutely battered. So we had to make sure it was going to be a tighter game, that we stayed in the game and gave ourselves a chance to try and win it. And I thought we'd done that tonight.
I was going to say that to you, a difference in the performance between tonight and Tynecastle. Yeah,
no, it just shows you a sign of improvement as well. I think obviously Isaiah as well, I thought he was different class. There's nothing more exciting when you see somebody going at people and taking them on and being direct. So it must be good for you see as a supporter, seeing players like that coming into the club.
I was going to say, as well, the physical side for him, I guess that's a learning curve of part of his game to come into the Championship, because he had some tough challenges at Allan, tough again tonight.
Yeah, but you could probably have said that, I don't know if it was Andy Irvine, he caught him round about the halfway line when he's on the counter-attack. And you wonder what the rule is there. Is that sending off? Because he's not even went for the ball. He's just blatantly just went out and kicked him. So he does need a wee bit of protection for the referees as well.
In terms of injuries as well, you were struggling tonight. Another one in Dan Pybus.
Yeah, it's a blow because Dan's been in really good form recently. Since we've kind of played him a wee bit more advanced, getting forward. He's been a really good team player and obviously creating chances and doing well for the team, so he's going to be a big miss. It looks as though he's going to be out for a number of weeks, so we are really down to bare bones. Of
course, Stephen will be back on the bench tonight, Naughty playing, so he's starting to get some back, but get some back somehow.
I know, but it always seems to be the same positions when you look at it. Joe McKee, Rhys McCabe, Dan Pybus. But then you look at the other guys that have maybe come in, like Io, he stepped into a midfield role, Naughty, who's been out for more or less a couple of months, so he's been back training maybe the last week or two and manages to play 90 minutes, so I'm sure he'll be a tired boy tomorrow.
It was a different role for Io tonight. He's come here and he's predominantly been the centre half, and in fact that's where he's been also playing a bit further forward. Is that something that you knew you could do? Or?
Yeah, no, I played that last year as well when he was down in England. So we knew he could play there, and he gives us that height and that physicality. That's obviously we needed against Hearts with the height they've got as well, especially at set pieces. Because that is one thing we've been losing far too many goals from. So adding Io, and then we've got Bucky and we've got Brine, so we're starting to add a wee bit of height to the team as well.
You've talked already about Izzy, but the pace between him and Daffo tonight caused a lot of problems. No,
it caused problems, and it's hard to defend against when you're playing against teams like that, when they've got the pace and they've got quality, they can get by people. So no, I'm sure obviously they'll link well for the rest of the season and hopefully go and score us a few goals, because we'll definitely need everyone over the next few weeks.
As he's saying himself, there's still a lot more to come from him.
Delighted to hear that. No, he's a real talent, and I've been really impressed with him, even in training. He just goes by people that are not there sometimes. With the pace he's got, he can go both ways, and hopefully can add a few more goals.
What does it do for a player psychologically, a performance and getting a result against the likes of Hearts?
As you said, I think people had written them off. But apart from obviously we get beat against Al last week, but the boys have done incredibly well recently. We've been on a good run of form. They have got a bit of confidence. Obviously last week it took a little dunt with getting beat with Alloa, but we were very much in the game. We should probably have buried it before the end of the first half. We should have scored a few goals and it came back to haunt us. But they showed what they're capable of playing against the top team in the division.
You go up to Inverness on Wednesday, so you want to take that performance and continue on and keep that run going?
Yeah, probably the game Wednesday as well. It gives us a couple of days to make sure everybody's ready to go again. because we know it's another massive game. Every game now between now and the end of the season is going to be huge. Every point's massive, so we've just got to make sure we approach it the same way.
I think you said after Alloa last week, it comes like every game is a kind of one, a must win, but it's Inverness. These are the games that you do want to win. And
Inverness they're a top team as well. They've caused us problems over the last couple of seasons. They've got a lot of good top quality players, so we're going to have to defend well again. They have not had a lot of games recently, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. But we've got to make sure we recover well and we're ready to go again.